For a long time, choosing a GRC platform felt like an administrative task. You needed somewhere to store policies, track risks, and get through audits. That worked when change was slow and compliance cycles were predictable. But today, risk doesn't wait for annual reviews. It shows up through constant change: new tools, new vendors, new regulations, and growing expectations from leadership. GRC has shifted from a back office function into something much closer to an operating layer for the business. One of the biggest changes is that governance, risk, and compliance can no longer be managed separately. When they live in different tools or teams, context gets lost. Risks are documented but not connected to real controls. Compliance becomes repetitive instead of reinforcing security. Modern GRC thinking treats these areas as one system. Governance sets direction and accountability. Risk reflects what's actually happening, and compliance validates that the organization is acting in line with its intent. Risk management itself has evolved. It's no longer enough to identify risks once a year and assign a score. Risk changes constantly as systems evolve, vendors come and go, and priorities shift. Effective programs are built to stay alive. They update continuously and help teams focus on what actually needs attention, rather than maintaining static risk registers that fall behind almost immediately. Compliance has followed the same path. Instead of being the end goal, it's increasingly an outcome of well-run governance and risk processes. Organizations want controls, risks, and requirements connected once and reused across frameworks and audits. When compliance is handled this way, it stops being a scramble and starts reinforcing consistency across the organization. Who GRC platforms are built for has also changed. Risk touches security, IT, legal, procurement, product teams, and leadership. That's why modern platforms need to support collaboration, clear ownership, and role-based visibility. If leadership can't understand the risk picture, or teams can't work naturally inside the system, the platform becomes friction instead of support. Automation matters here, but quietly. The real value is reducing manual work, mapping controls automatically, keeping risk registers up to date, surfacing what actually needs action, and generating reports that reflect reality. The goal isn't to replace human judgment, but to give teams space to make better decisions. And scalability today isn't just about size. It's about handling multiple entities, changing regulations, evolving risk appetites, and complex third-party relationships without losing clarity. That's where many older tools break down. So choosing a GRC platform now isn't about checking boxes. It's about whether the platform can adapt as the organization changes, connect governance, risk, and compliance into one clear picture, and help leaders see through uncertainty. Platforms like Centraleyes are built for this newer reality, where GRC works alongside the business, not behind it.